Good morning. My name is Willie Lawson. This is the Morning Report. The Morning Report is a production of Fightback Media. Excuse me, fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. I'm glad you are here. It is Thursday morning. I'm a little tired because I got up this morning at 7 o'clock this morning to take the pet. We met the pet the other day, TC, to the vet. She's got a skin condition that we're dealing with. I have never, I have never done this kind of things in my life. We're actually giving the animal medicine. Looking forward to that tomorrow morning. 10 days of drops in the mouth, and I'm sure she's going to hate it. And the flea treatment, all the regular stuff. So I'm a little tired, so you have to give me some grace this morning. You're probably wondering what this is. Um, you may have heard that Khalid Akamu, who's the mayor of South Fulton, Georgia, was arrested on burglary and trespassing charges after entering private property Saturday morning, according to WSB TV. Akamu was a BLM activist before becoming mayor of South Fulton, which is located just outside of Atlanta. Surprise, surprise. WSB-TV says the police report notes the homeowner of a lake house got a notification early this morning that someone had entered his property, probably a Ring doorbell, uh, and entered the home. The homeowner said he got in his truck, called the police. Once arriving at the house, the mayor exited and became agitated when the homeowner said, "Stay where you are." So in response to being yelled at the second time, the homeowner said in the report that the mayor yelled back, "Do you know who the F I am? I'm the mayor, and I'll wait for my police to get here and see what happens then." All right. This guy decided, I mean, and this is typical of those that are authoritarian. This is typical that this is how they behave. They behave like, you know what? They can do whatever they want. There he is. They can do whatever they want, whenever they want, and nobody has a freaking thing to say about it. When my police get here, no, the police are they don't they serve at your pleasure, but they are bound to the laws of South Fulton, Georgia, not you, Mr. Mayor. Um, the mayor, Camus, told the police that he wanted to look around at the home to buy, but had to admit he knew he was trespassing. Okay, so what in your brain, seriously, I mean, seriously, what in your brain says, you know what? I like this. I'm gonna go look around. Knowing doggone well that, first of all, it's not your house. First of all, it's private property, and you have zero business in the house. Now you're the mayor. You could easily find out who owned the property. You could easily find out their phone number and give them a ring. You could have easily left a note on their door and said, "Hey, man, I love this place. I'd like to look around. Here's my number. I'm the mayor. You can find me." But what he chose to do, what this guy chose to do, right here, he chose just to walk on in, poke around a little bit. And so when the homeowner got here, he was like, "Why are you in my house? Why are you in my house?" And he knew he was wrong. So when taken into custody and questioned by local media, the mayor said that he was sorry for what he did. But this is also what he said: "I hope that the spotlight that is on our city right now will highlight some of the inequities that have been happening. You're the mayor. Fix it." He added. When asked if he was guilty of the charges, He said, I think that's for the voters to decide. No, it isn't. Okay, this is not how life works. You don't get to just, not everything is a Facebook poll. Should Khalid have been in the house or not? You were in the house. You admitted you were trespassing. You admitted that you'd gone into somebody else's home without their permission. You're guilty. You are guilty. It doesn't take a poll, it doesn't take an election to figure out if you were guilty. It doesn't. You're guilty. And whatever that charge is, whatever the sentence is, you, sir, are going to have to live up to that. So on his biography on the city's website, he boasts of how Camus is the America's first Black Lives Matter organizer elected to public office, who is leading a generation of young activists from protest to politics. The bio goes on to tout the numerous national media outlets that he's been featured on, such as CBS, The Nation, Jacobin. Yes. It almost makes me speechless that this is the level. And this is what's supposed to be celebrated and elevated. The mayor of your city just walks into somebody's house. Just walks into somebody's house. And then gets an attitude when the guy says, stop. And then he pulls the, do you know who I am? I'm the mayor. I don't give a rat's ass if you're the blah, 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 blah. I don't care if you're the tooth fairy. What are you doing in my house? Now, if the homeowner didn't have as much, I don't know, control and didn't just shoot the guy, see if he had shot the guy, and killed him or injured him, folks will want to raise hell. But he have any business in the house? He wasn't saving a life. He didn't go in there because I thought I heard somebody yell for help. I thought I saw a pet was hurt. I mean, he just walked in there because you know what? These people are just as entitled as their white liberal counterparts. And they've been taught they can do anything they want whenever they want. Life is like middle school. Just say what you want when you want. Just do what you want when you want. What we're going to learn is that that's not the case. And what he should learn is that that's not the case. That he's going to have more respect for the people that he doesn't necessarily agree with. Going to have to grow up a little bit, Mayor. You're going to have to grow up a little bit. Speaking of growing up a little bit, I want you to watch this video. The video, if I can set the scene, the video is in a Starbucks, weirdly enough. There is a black gentleman wearing a Donald Trump hat of some sort. I think it's a MAGA hat. It's kind of hard to tell in the video. And there's this white liberal wearing a number 10 Kansas City Chiefs jersey, a Hill jersey. Well, you'll see how he behaves. And then after you watch the video, even if you've seen it before, write down in the comments what you think about
it. All over a Trump hat.
What's wrong with my hat? It's my opinion. What's wrong with me supporting Trump? Why? What the fuck is wrong with the
This dude was following this dude around Starbucks because he got on a Trump hat. Shit getting real.
What? I'm not understanding what is the problem with this to have. What are you doing, man? I'm not for this. I don't think anybody ever has stories for this. So, give me your What's wrong with my hat? What are you gonna do about this other hat? What are you gonna do about it? I'm not taking off my fucking hat.
All right. When we talked about entitlement a little bit ago, entitlement, my name is and my face is liberals, progressives, white liberals in particular. Can you imagine? Now, this is not the game that we want to play, but let's play it for a minute. If the roles were reversed, if there was some white guy, giving a black man a problem who had a Black Lives Matter hat on or a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. First of all, it would have been terrible. It would have been awful. And I would have been critical of it. Truly would have been critical. And it's for the same reasons. It's the entitlement of some people who really believe that they can walk around, telling other people what they ought to do. This guy is yelling, asking what Trump done for you. Well, like somehow this grown man has to justify why he decided to wear the hat that he chose to wear. And he has to justify his support of Donald Trump to this dude, to this stranger. And he has to justify it. Because if you don't justify it, then I'm going to hassle you. Then I'm going to basically do exactly what Maxine Waters had to do, is to give people who support that president the hardest time ever, everywhere. So again, if the gentleman in the Trump hat decides to, I don't know, pull out a gun to defend himself and blows the dude away, now it's a problem, right? Now it's a problem with the Second Amendment. Now it's a problem with there ought to be more gun control and blah, 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 on and on and on and on and on. What is fortunate for the guy on Tariq Hill jersey is that, again, this black person has so much self-control over his emotions, he just didn't lose it and beat that dude's ass. I'm not saying that I have the same sort of control over my emotions. I'm pretty sure I do. But what do you think? What makes this dude in the Tyreek Hill jersey think that what he's doing in a public place to someone he probably doesn't even know is anywhere within the realm of okay for being an adult? What do you think makes him believe that? Love to hear your comments. Just write them down in the comment section. Listen, if this is your first time watching the program, I thank you so much. And if you like it at all, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends. We are about 400 and some odd subscribers away from having a chance at being monetized. So we appreciate every single subscriber and watching every single moment. So we got to get out of here and make room for somebody else, though. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.